Nintendo just updated Mario Kart World, and it is not exciting. People are quitting online competitive because of this update, and in this video, I describe all of it, as well as what this means for Mario Kart World in the future. If you guys haven't heard already, version 1.1.2 released on June 25th came out for Mario Kart World. Of course, there's a bunch of bug fixes, as well as a general gameplay update. That update being adjusting the courses selected when hitting random in wireless versus races. So if that doesn't make any sense to you, before this update, you would get a screen like this. And this video is from a popular Mario Kart YouTuber called Shortcat. You would get the option between 3 different courses and random. The 3 different courses when selected would be an intermission track. So basically you would drive from the track that you're on right now, basically Crown City, to one of these tracks and do an intermission track. And then you would do the 1 lap race of the actual track. A lot of people don't like that, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But there was a workaround, and that was clicking random. So you would see a lot of people click random, see almost everyone, because there was a petition going around saying, oh, if you hit random, you get the normal 3 lap courses that we're all used to, that we all really want to play. But now, since the update, when you click random, it selects a random intermission track. And I know a lot of people are kind of saying that it's only intermissions. That is not true. The random option can now also pick from the options that you are given, and those are prioritized. It still can teleport everyone to a random course with 3 laps like it did before. So you're probably wondering, what are the chances of actually playing a course I want to play? And the odds are about 10% to get a 3 lap course when you are clicking that random button. And again, that 10% chance only happens when you click the random button. There is an opportunity for there to be a traditional 3 lap course that randomly pops up on the actual course selection screen. But when you click random, there is a 10% chance to get that classic 3 lap track, when before it was 100%. I would understand if they basically made it where the 3 courses that you were offered got shuffled into that random button, but no. This is clearly Nintendo wanting us to play the intermission tracks. And it is very unfortunate because a lot of players that play online Mario Kart don't want to, because we practice these tracks on time trials, and that practice is only really utilized when we do 3 lap tracks. But yeah, again, another thing, I think I would have been fine as well if it was a 50-50 split, but no, this is 80% or 90% of, tracks selected are gonna be intermission. And the sentiment is, bad all around. A lot of people are saying they're actually quitting online mode because of this change. And a lot of my viewers aren't climbing the ELO ranks anymore because of it. And if you guys don't understand the criticism, this is a video from Get Lucky where he does 10 hours worth of intermission tracks, doing all 202 intermission tracks. Props to this guy. Documentation is crazy. But look at how straight these tracks are. And I get it. I like the idea of intermission tracks. I think it's only great for Knockout Rally. If you want to play intermission, go play Knockout Rally. Knockout Tour. Just sorry. But almost, if I skip around into this video, almost all of them are just gonna kind of be minor turns and completely straight. And the worst part of this is you're only playing the actual track you're racing toward once. And of course, that's fine for some tracks like DK Spaceport or Rainbow Road, because those are such long tracks. But what about the shorter tracks? These tracks are so well designed, and we only spend 1 lap, 1 to 2 minutes on them. Not even 2 minutes because of the sheer length. But yeah, so the overall sentiment is just straight line simulator. And again, I get it. Intermission tracks are filled with a bunch of cool stuff you can do, but it kind of gets old pretty quick. Like the rails that you have on there, the carts going up and down the roads, it just gets very samey is the best way I can describe it. And if you have to do every single track, almost every single track, I should say, as an intermission track, it'll get very boring. There is one positive note I would like to say about intermission tracks, And that is, some of them are pretty cool, especially the ones that are based off of the old GBA courses. For example, if you leave or go into Boo Cinema, you most likely will play like the first versions of Ghost Valley. That's like this section right here. That's based off of the GBA version. I think same thing with the Mario Super Circuit, and there's a whole bunch more as well in the game. And I'm not saying to get rid of intermission tracks entirely, but at least give us a choice or make it an even split between the two. Because I think what I just said was the repetitiveness of intermission tracks get in the way of them itself. So if we were to break it up via like 3 lap tracks, it would make a little bit of sense. Another sentiment I've been hearing by a lot of people is to bring a classic mode into the online pool, which I think also makes sense. Giving players options would make the most sense. But I think this Reddit post sums it up perfectly. Japanese devs tend to expect you to play the game the way the devs want you to play it. They made all these new intermission tracks so that it will force you to play them. If you don't like it, don't expect anything to change until the next game in the series comes out. And it's unfortunate because this game is, of course, developed by Nintendo, and Nintendo's a Japanese company, and I could definitely see them wanting to push the way that they want us to play these tracks. My only hope for this is that Nintendo might be doing their content strategy a little bit different moving into Switch 2 games. And when it comes to their $80 games, they might have regular update patches. So I'm hoping in the future, maybe next direct or next major announcement, we get the announcement of a new game mode or like a new style of gameplay that'll then satisfy the people that want to play classic 3-lap tracks. That is my only hope. But with this game being so new and the Switch 2 being, out, we honestly have no idea what Nintendo's content delivery system is. And I think we're all in agreement that Mario Kart World is gonna get more content, that being costumes, or maybe even more game modes. But we will have to see if that happens. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is Nintendo valid for making us play these tracks that they work so hard on? Or should they just give us the option to play 3-lap tracks to begin with? Anyways, I'm Crafty Type 1, and I will see you guys in the next video.